We got the craziest Larry Bird trash talk stories, bro. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. We on the road to 10,000 subscribers, and I need you to subscribe to the channel, man. Let's get it, let's go, bro. I'm excited, man.
Larry Bird was one of the biggest trash talkers in basketball. And a lot of people said, really? You know, they thought it was Reggie or Charles.
Bird used to tell me, look here, like, you supposed to be
bro, I would think Jordan would be talking crazy.
I tell you where I'm gonna shoot the ball at.
Gary Payton?
Get it right here, I'm gonna shoot it right in your face.
And I'm looking at this guy like, he's nuts.
I'm gonna go shoot this jumper in your face right there in that cone. And it's gonna be your Christmas present. I'm gonna wrap it up and bust your head open.
And that's exactly what he did.
If he tell you you're gonna hit a shot in a certain place, he gonna do just that, and there ain't nothing you can do about it.
Being a better player each step I took, I was able to look more than the other guys. I had a green light, I could make plays, but I always knew early on, especially when I was a junior, senior high school, that probably the outcome of the game was gonna depend on me.
Well, yeah, I interviewed Gary Payton.
Larry Bird looked like a nigga I want to fight, bro.
Talker. And I asked him who the most vicious trash talker he's ever encountered. He said Larry Bird. Oh, no question.
Bird talk shit, like we talk or
like. Tell y'all something.
Oh, bro, you wouldn't expect Bird to be talking crazy, nigga.
Jump in your face right there in that cone.
Bro, cause when I be talking shit, bro, like if I'm hooping or something, bro, and like I shoot a shot, somebody say, "Oh, that's off." Shut your bitch ass up, wet like water. Like I be talking crazy. I will get all fucked, bro.
It's gonna be your Christmas present. I'm gonna wrap it up and bust your head open.
Hey, Christmas present? That's that old head talk. Nah, I get disrespectful though.
You supposed to be a great defender, right? I'm gonna make sure I tell you where I'm gonna shoot the ball at. And I was like, man, come on now, you're not gonna shoot the ball.
That's what shit I do in 2K,
so he said,
y'all.
I'm gonna take you over in that corner right there. You see it over there by my bench, right? And I'm gonna give you something, and it's gonna be this jumper. So he went right to that corner. And I'm up on him, I'm under him, and he said, young fella, what did I tell you I was gonna do? And he turned around, raised it, it was all drawn. I said, shit, I ain't gonna mess with you no more. He was the coldest dude I ever seen with that shit, man. Everybody be talking about these greats, they don't be always mentioning him. He was the shit. Yeah. The shit, man. He'll give it to you any way he wanted to. Larry Bird was cold.
Bird didn't talk trash to you,
Oh, my God. Bird talked trash to everybody. I always tell the story about Larry Bird. I remember him, he was cursing under his breath. And I asked him, I said, Larry, what's going on with you? He says, you guys are being disrespectful to me. And I says, what are you talking about? He says, you guys are putting a white guy on me. That's disrespectful. I just started laughing. I had no comeback. But he says, it's disrespectful when y'all put a white guy on me.
Larry said, I'm insulted that they would put a sorry dude like you on me. He said, no, I don't even want to play no more.
Nah, nigga, we have to fight, bro. Hey, Bird, we have to fight, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
When he would drop the ball and take a turnover. And I'm looking at this guy like, he's nuts, you know?
The story goes that when he played against Denver, they had a guy named John Hansley, a white guy, really good defender, right?
Okay.
They put him on Larry, and Larry was wearing his ass out. Absolutely. And Larry would run by the bench and tell Doug Moe, who was the coach,
sub his ass out, coach.
That's disrespectful. Put a black guy on me. Because when he played back in the day, that's all he played against was brothers. So he was like, I had to torch his ass so they understand.
And Larry got on the roll, so I shoot the balls, and every shot was going in. All right, he runs by Frank Layden, who's the funniest guy in the league, and Frank is coaching, and Larry says to him, hey, Frank, don't you have anybody on that bench who can guard me? He goes, so nobody out here can. Frank looked down at the bench and goes, no.
Along with Steve Jones and Rick Barry, this is Bob Neal, just moments before the American Airlines Sheraton long-distance shootout.
The All-Star game is in Dallas, the first three-point contest, and he just starts looking at guys, doesn't say a word, and people are getting kind of nervous. Everybody's sitting there, everybody's real quiet. You knew the guys, but you never were around them. And nobody's really saying anything, so I walk in and look around, and then he finally speaks and says, I'm just looking to see who's going to finish second.
And says, I hope all you guys in here are thinking about second place because I'm winning this.
Excuse me?
Did you really say that? Who's playing for second?
Yeah, I did. I felt so bad.
What were you thinking when you made that announcement to the room? Just messing with all those guys? I know going into that, I'm never going to
he was dead ass, bro.
There's no way in hell I was going to win that three-point contest. So I knew right then I had to win.
That chick's had my name on it for a week now, and I knew I was going to win this thing. I've been practicing, and my teammates said I wasn't going to win it, but I came back and lucked out, really.
Bird would luck out again the next year, but in 1988, it looked like his luck had finally run out. He certainly doesn't have that normal Bird rhythm going for him. Seconds remaining, has only 7, has to beat 15. That's 8, make it 9, and 10, 11 as we're counting.
Damn.
13.
Huge rack that time for Bird.
He's still got to drop one here quickly. 14. This is a tie for the money.
He knew exactly what the score was. He knew that that ball was going to win the competition for him, and it's almost like he did it in dramatic fashion just to make it more fun.
He knew it when he let it go and was headed for the winner's circle.
He took off his top yet. I didn't see when he took off his top.
Larry used to come in the locker rooms. He'd be getting his ankles taped, and he'd say, you know, hey, ball boy, run in and go find the scoring record in this building. You know, he needed those kind of challenges.
He had accomplished every goal. We hadn't lost a game on the trip. And Larry told all of us players and the media too. Tomorrow night's the last game of the trip. I'm going to play this with left-handed at least through 3 quarters.
I heard about that. That's crazy.
Mikhail was still coming off the bench.
And so Larry scores his.
Yeah, I think he'll be able to do that initially.
On a left-handed shot.
Nowadays,
I'll never forget it.
I feel like it'll be harder.
And Mikhail goes, hey, Jerome, wait till he starts shooting right-handed.
And at the end of 3 quarters, I get 27 left-handed. Well, left-handed is one thing, but when the game got close, I had to go back to the right one.
He could hold all these things in his head during the game. So he'd have a shooting drill at the old Boston Garden.
4:30 in the afternoon. I was an early guy. I'd set up early. The garden would be dark.
You know, late in the afternoon by himself, dark garden. Come out with an equipment guy and just do the perimeter, shoot for half hours. All you heard was swishing.
If he missed a shot during that thing, he'd say that the Bull Gang set up something wrong with the rim. You know, otherwise that would have gone in.
I'd get there early, plug in my Stone Age computer right next to the bench. He called me Scoop. He said, Scoop, what are you working on? I'm like, I'm doing an early story.
Then I'd say, well, I'm doing an early edition newspaper story about your free throw streak.
You are approximating the NBA record for consecutive free throws, so don't miss one tonight or I'll look bad in the paper.
Sure enough, first half, he goes to the line for 2, and the foul line is lined up right where we're sitting if he looks over.
He's at the line. He makes the first.
He looks over and winks at me.
He looks over and winks at me before he makes the second. I mean, guys don't do that today. And he would...
Always thinking about these things. It's like paying off a bet in the middle of a game. He was doing 2 things at once.
Well, you had the Bird night.
I had the Bird night. That was a tough night, man.
But nobody was guarding Bird.
I know he was trying Doc Rivers.
Yeah, but when a guy is literally coming up the court, calling his shots. It's in that game, we're on the free throw line, and he literally says,
"It's off the glass. Who's next? Where do you want this one from?" And he just made one after another, and he just tortured them mentally. That game, he tortured all of them.
I think Bird went by the bench one time too.
He fell in the bench.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, and he called that one. That was the one where he fell in it. He literally said, "Off the glass into the trainer." And, yeah.
His last shot. He
what
said,
the fuck?
In the trainer's lap, coming down the court. He shot this high rainbow. It goes in. Ricky bumps into
giving that nigga a bucket. Fuck.
Trainer's lap. So it was exactly what he said.
Antoine Carr and Cliff Livingston got fined by Fratello, I think.
And Eddie Johnson for celebrating
Bird.
Yeah, it was the best film session.
That Dick Rider, you can't be doing that shit. I understand this Bird, you can't be doing that.
It was the greatest film session ever because
I'll be mad as fuck. I'm getting fried, bro. My teammates laughing at me. That's like you getting dunked on and your teammates laughing at you, bro.
Many times.
And they show a shot of our bench. Cliff Livingston and Eddie Johnson are standing up giving each other high five.
I mean, everybody was entertained by this. Even the guys on the Atlanta bench.
They got fined for that, I heard.
Yeah. Watch the reactions on the Atlanta bench. You see Scotty Hastings put them. Watch Cliff Livingston over here. I think this is Cliff.
Damn.
And Fratello wouldn't let it go. He just kept rewinding. Showing the guys, you remember they're giving each other high five.
And then somebody falls off the bench.
Yeah,
too.
that was Eddie Johnson.
Yeah.
Eddie Johnson falls off the bench in laughter, and Antoine Carr and Cliff gives each other high five. And our film session was 20 minutes of that. And, yeah, and so it was a bad night.
The first game against Larry Bird, it was shocking. And I'm a rookie, you know. I go shake his hand, and he put both hands behind his back. And I'm saying, okay, you're getting his head ready to play. First play of the game, he says, "I don't know where they got you guarding me, Holmes." And he shoots a 3. I was pissed. I said, I wasn't mad he hit the 3. But this bitch called me Holmes. And so it's set up for a really interesting game.
Bro, I wish they was mic'd up back in the day.
He laying on the ground, he fouled me, and I'm pointing. And he said, "Hey, Rook." I said, "What?" He said, "I like you. He said, you got balls, but I'm still going to get 30 on your ass." He got about 38, so he kind of proved his point. But I had to pay my dues. I wasn't upset about that because, back then, as a rookie, you got to pay your dues. Simple as that.
It was funny, the first time that I played in my rookie year, I guarded Larry Bird, and it took me about 10 minutes to realize I should be probably guarding him instead of staring at him. And he came down, it was funny, he came down one time, and Mark West was the center on our team, and Larry looked at me, and then he looked at Mark, and he said, Mark, I'm going to go down.
Is this Tom Chambers?
Screen, I'm going to catch, I'm going to turn around, I'm going to shoot it in the rookie's face, and then I'm going to run down the floor. And that's exactly what he did. And I'm sitting there, that just happened.
But did he talk to you, or you weren't
He
good
talked
enough?
through me. He never addressed me.
I love that.
Like I wasn't even there.
And did Mark West going,
Mark was like, all right,
okay,
man.
all right.
You probably
Hey,
good
Mark.
luck.
And then he did.
He did it.
Well,
There was nothing I could do about it.
He backed up whatever he said. If he tell you going to hit a shot to certain place, or if he going to take you down to the post, turn around, hit a fadeaway J, he going to do just that, and ain't nothing you can do about it.